Sasika, beta, how are you?
Sasika.
Sasika, how are you?
Good.
Everyone's good?
Yes.
You guys have a good day. It was raining today, huh? All day.
Yes.
Couldn't get out there, huh?
Sasika, Dr. Bob.
Why'd you call us? How are you today? How are you, Bajay?
Good.
Hope everyone's good. You guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So let's get rolling. Okay. So I'm going to mute everyone and we'll see you on the other side. Okay. Let me just get my screen going here. Okay. So tonight we're going to be talking about what the Guru Granth Sahib was called before it was the Guru Granth Sahib. Okay, it was called the Adi Granth. All right. So there's a lot behind it and how it actually came to be. The first version of the Guru Granth Sahib, the Aadi Granth, had shabads from the first four gurus, as well as Guru Arjan's own words. Okay, his Bani that was recorded by Gurdas. Guru Sahib also added the shabads from many other saints from other religions, including Kabir, Ravidas, Bhagat Namdev, Tirlochan, and Sheikh Farid. And the Bani itself was written in many languages. Remember, wherever Guru Sahib went, there was a new population of people. There were a new group of people that Guru Sahib was trying to connect to. And if they didn't speak Punjabi, let's say, then he would speak to them in the language that they did speak. If it was Hindi, then it was Hindi. He went to Mecca and he probably spoke Arabic there. Okay, that's how great our gurus were. Remember, they were superhuman, right? They had so much knowledge, and you can't compare any of us to what our gurus were because they were so above us in terms of what they could do, right? And Guru Sahib knew all these languages. So Guru Nanak traveled far and wide, and he spoke to many, many people from many different backgrounds. So Guru Arjan actually was the one who put all the Bani together and first called it the Adi Granth. Okay, so Bhai Gurdas was the one who wrote it as Guru Sahib kind of put it together. He helped him write it all down. So it was all handwritten. Remember, back then, in the early 1600s, there were no printing presses, nothing. Everything was handwritten. So it's the original version of today's Guru Granth Sahib. And it has the Banis, including those of the first five gurus, the Bhagats and the Bhatts. There are different types of poets who write spiritual poetry that Guru Sahib decided to include. And it was completed and put inside Harmandir Sahib in 1604. So Guru Sahib was talking about and why the Bani was considered to be so important, I think was worth talking about. So Guru Sahib said that the Shabad is the Guru, right? So Guru Sahib said, Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani? Amrit Sare, right? This was one of our lines of the month from last year, for those of you who were there. Gurbani kahe sevak jan mana, partak Guru nistare. That the word is Bani Guru, the word is the Guru, and the Guru is the Bani, okay? So the Shabad is our Guru, right? And that's what Guru Arjan was trying to get across. And Guru Nanak already knew because they were writing down the Bani that they were reciting so that we could have it in the future to look towards, to be as our Guru and our guide. And then Guru Sahib said that these are not my words. So when Guru Arjan or Guru Nanak or Guru Angad were reciting the Bani, they weren't saying that these are coming from Nanak or these are coming from, Guru Angad, Guru Amar Das, Guru Ram Das. These aren't coming from them as persons. They're coming directly from Vaheguru, right? So Dhurki Bani Ai, Tin Sagli Chint Mitai. So that the Bani that they're reciting, that they're saying, comes directly from Vaheguru. And then when you hear it and when you recite it, then it gets rid of all your worries. Okay, that's what Guru Sahib was saying. So Bhai Gurdas wrote that through the word, the Shabad, that Guru Nanak could conquer the whole world. So the gurus, so the yogis, when Guru Nanak was traveling and he was meeting various people, the yogis are who he came across, and the yogis at one point asked him, who was your guru? Because at that time, if you didn't have a guru, you were considered lost. You were considered someone who didn't have a guide. And how could you get through this world ocean if you didn't have a guide? So the yogis asked Guru Nanak, who was your guru? And Guru Sahib replied, and this is in Guru Granth Sahib. Guru Sahib replied this entire Shabad, and this is part of what's called the Siddh Gosht. Okay, it's part of the Bani that Guru Nanak wrote. That was a conversation between him and the yogis. All right, so it started off with the part that I'm showing you here starts off with Tera Kavan Guru Jiska Tun Chela. Who is your guru and whose disciple are you? Who do you follow? Right, and they were kind of ridiculing Guru Nanak. They were kind of saying to Guru Nanak, Guru Nanak, you're just a immature. You don't know anything about spirituality. You're married. You don't even follow spirituality the way it's supposed to be followed. They were kind of just poo-pooing him. And even in this line of Bani, they even write, Bole Nanak suno tum bale. They call him a kid. They call him a little boy. So, and they were telling him that, how can you rely on the Shabad? How can you rely on, the Naam to be your guru? You need a formal guru. You need a guru that's in the flesh. And Guru Sahib ends this line by saying, Shabad Guru Surat Dhun Chela. Shabad Guru Surat Dhun Chela. So he was saying that the Shabad is my guru, right? And that's what he told them, that when I focus, I am the disciple of my guru, of the Shabad. I am lower than the Shabad. So he was saying right here that he being lower in the Shabad was the same thing that Guru Arjan was saying when he put the Bani together and treated the Bani as higher than himself, right? That he respected the Bani of the Gurus as being even higher than them, because they remembered that all the Bani came directly from Vaheguru, right? So the Bani is like the words of Vaheguru, all right? That's what Guru Bani is. So Guru Nanak actually carried blank pages wherever he went, so that the Bani that he recited could either be written down by him or for him. And while he was also traveling, he collected the writings of 15 Bhagats. And these all got put down and put into these collections of writings that we call pothis. So this is a picture where Guru Nanak was in Mecca, okay? And it's in the Middle East. And he was having a conversation with the spiritual leaders there. And you can see he's holding something, right, in this picture. Bhai Mardana is with him, and he's holding a book, right? And this book that he's holding, they're having a conversation, and they ask him something, and I'll show you what was written. This was written by Gurdas. Bhai Gurdas ji wrote that Baba fir Makke gaya Neel Bastre Tare Banwari Asa Hat Kitab Kach Kuja Bang Musalatari. So donning a blue attire, Baba Nanak went to Mecca. He held staff in his hand and a book underneath his arm, and caught hold of a metal pot and a mattress. That's what he needed to survive. But basically, these religious leaders from Mecca basically asked him something. They were asking him, number one, they were saying something about him. They were describing him, and Bhai Gurdas ji was describing him as having a book with him at that time, right? So he went to Mecca and he had a book, right? So that picture that we just showed, right? That he went to Mecca and he had a book, which means that there was ongoing writing of his Bani going on, right? And then those religious leaders asked him something very specific. They said, who is greater, Hindu or Muslim? Look it up in your book. They asked him to search his book. And Bhai Gurdas ji writes, Puchan Fol Kitab no Hindu Vada ka Muslimano Manoi Baba Akhe Hajia Shubh Amla Bajhon Dono Roi. So Bhai Gurdas Ji writes that they asked Guru Nanak, Baba Nanak, to open his book and find out whether is it Hindu or is it Muslim who is greater. Hindu vada ka Muslimanoi. And Guru Sahib responded by saying that without good deeds, neither is good. So in other words, it's not about the religion. It's not about how you label yourself. It's about what you're doing. It's about your connection to Vaheguru, right? So it's not about, how you, what category you put yourself in. So he told them that it's not about, your religion specifically, because you may be following your religion, but you may not be thinking about Vaheguru at all. So he said that it's about your deeds. It's about what you do, okay? Not about how you label yourself. So wherever he went, he collected the hymns of the Hindu and Muslim saints. Remember, the Guru Granth Sahib, the Bani that we have, comes from all traditions. It doesn't just come from our gurus. It comes from other people who were connected to Vaheguru, right? So he collected the hymns of all of these different people who were already connected to Vaheguru. And you've heard of Bani that has been written by many of these Bhagats, okay, that we recite during Divan. So Guru Arjan also had to go back and collect the writings of Guru Nanak, Guru Angad, and Guru Amar Das. And Baba Mohan, which was the son of Guru Amar Das, had two very specific collections of writings that his father, that Guru Amar Das, had given him. But Baba Mohan didn't want to release them. And so Guru Sahib had originally sent Bhai Gurdas to go get them, and then he sent Baba Buddha to go get them. And Baba Mohan didn't give in to either. And at one point, Guru Arjan, because he needed the pothis, he needed these collections, so he himself, Guru Arjan Sahib, went himself. And it said that this Shabad was recited, Mohan tere uche mandar mahal apara. Mohan tere sohan dwar jio sant dharamsala. That he basically serenaded Mohan to come and give him his the pothis, and that's what he did. Baba Mohan then gave those pothis to Guru Arjan. So ultimately, once he's collected all these banis, he then needed a place to go sit and write both the banis that he's collected as well as his own banis. So there's a place just on the outside of Amritsar called Ramsar. Okay, so Harbandar Sahib was built in 1601, and in 1603, 2 years later, as Guru Sahib was collecting all these banis, he went just outside of Amritsar to find a spot that he would be, peaceful in. In other words, there was a lot of, because Harbandar Sahib was a place that many people wanted to come to. Amritsar was becoming a busier and busier town, and so Guru Sahib needed a quiet place to go sit. So he went and he found this area, but it wasn't cool enough. He said, although it was okay, it didn't provide enough coolness. So he asked for a tank to be dug. So they dug a sarovar that he named Ramsar after his father, Guru Ramdas. So he and Bhai Gurdas sat there, and next to the sarovar, they sat there and for quite some time wrote and dictated the banis from the gurus. You can see a picture here that shows the loose leaf banis here that are coming from, the pothis that Baba Mohan had, as well as the writings of Guru Nanak and Guru Angad. So these are all being used, and Guru Arjan is then dictating what to write, and Bhai Gurdas Ji is writing what Guru Arjan is saying. So once these banis were becoming put together, how did Guru Arjan actually treat them? Right? Where did Guru Arjan sleep at night as he was putting the banis together? Do you guys know? I'm not asking you to tell me now, but I want you to know, okay? Because he treated the banis with such high respect that he would sleep on the floor next to where the bani was located, right? So he wouldn't sleep above or even at the same level. He thought that the bani was so sacred, and he was so in awe of the Bani, and said that this Bani came directly from Vaheguru, and he himself, being so humble, said, I have to sleep below. I can't sleep at the same level. So in the same way that we have Guru Sahib elevated, we sit beneath Guru Sahib, right? When you come into Gurudwara, when you come to where Guru Sahib is elevated on a throne, right? Should be on a throne. So, some people put Guru Sahib on a bed like for Sukhasan, but Guru Sahib's not a person, right? Guru Sahib is not a human being that you can go and you can kutto their latta, and Guru Sahib is a Bani. Okay, so Guru Sahib is a message. Guru Sahib is a shabad, right? So Guru Sahib belongs on a higher pedestal, okay, this a higher level than what we should be at. So that's why when you go inside, you should always be sitting beneath where the level of where Guru Granth Sahib is. You should never be sitting higher, okay, if you can avoid it, okay? Sometimes people have medical issues, they can't bend, they can't get down, and they require a chair, and for that, Guru Sahib will forgive them. That's not a problem. But if you're capable of sitting, then you should be sitting beneath the level of where Guru Granth Sahib is sitting. So now Harmandir Sahib has been built, right? This is Baba Buddha. This is with Guru Arjan. And as Harmandir Sahib now is being built, they say, Guru Sahib said, it is now time to bring in the Aadi Granth. And so they bring in the Aadi Granth, and this is Baba Buddha carrying the Aadi Granth. Guru Arjan is behind. Okay, so they're bringing the Aadi Granth into Harmandir Sahib. And now you have Baba Buddha, Bhai Gurdas taking care of the Adi Granth. As we discussed this morning in Diwan, we have Baba Buddha being the first Granthi of Harmandir Sahib for the Adi Granth. And we have Guru Arjan sitting where? Is Guru Arjan sitting at the same level or higher? No, and he's not the center of attention here, right? In this drawing, he's like just one of the Sangat. He's sitting next to the Adi Granth, right? So he is not the focus. And so when people would come, they would come and matha take to the Adi Granth, the Bani, the message, the Naam, and the substance of what Guru Nanak through Guru Ramdas were. Okay, so these writings Guru Sahib thought were more important than he himself. And he showed it by example, by sleeping beneath where the Adi Granth was, and by sitting next to and not being the focus of the attention. So one thing that I really loved when I heard this was that after everything was done and the Adi Granth was put together, the Pothi was all ready. Guru Sahib wanted each of the gurus before him, their Bani separated. He asked Bhai Gurdas Ji to separate their Bani so that we could categorize it as he was putting the Adi Granth together. And one day he supposedly asked Bhai Gurdas, and this was one of the reasons that Guru Sahib was putting together these Bani, because as you'll see, there's sometimes where, people would create their own poetry and insert it or call it Bani, okay? But this Bani we call Kachi Bani. We don't call that Bani from our gurus, right? The Guru Bani that we call Bani is from our gurus, okay? Our Guru Granth Sahib is Guru Bani, right? But in order to differentiate, to tell the difference between what was the real Bani and what was the Kachi Bani, so Guru Arjan asked Bhai Gurdas, how can you recognize which is the true Bani and which is the false Bani? And Bhai Sahib responded, only an unfortunate woman would not be able to recognize her husband's voice. And I thought that was an amazing statement, in that, when back then, in people who are so high spiritually, when they listen to a line of Bani, they can immediately tell this is coming from my Guru. This is, as opposed to, this is not something that my Guru would have said, right? So Bhai Sahib is saying that they can recognize that Guru Arjan, Bhai Gurdas, Baba Buddha, they can recognize the Bani that's truly the Gur Bani, that's coming from the Guru's mouth. And it's only those who are unfortunate, like most of us, who can't tell the difference because we don't know our Guru well enough. The more you know your Guru, the easier it is to recognize your Guru's voice, in other words, right? So if you have never met someone before, then you meet them once and they go into a room full of people. If they call out or start talking loudly, you can't tell that that's them because you don't know their voice. But if you lived with someone all of your life and they're in a room and they're talking, you'll be able to find them by listening for their voice because you know their voice. So in that same fashion, we have to learn what our Guru is talking, our Guru is talking, what our Guru says, and only then will we be able to understand and connect to our Guru's message and our Guru's voice. Okay, so I really love that. So there was an unauthorized copy, okay? There was more than one, but the one that I'm referring to is there was a Sikh by the name of Bhai Bano, who was from the village Mangat in Gujarat and Pakistan. And he was a follower of Guru Arjan, who was also involved in helping with the preparation of the Aadi Granth. And there were loose sheets initially that were all going to be put together. And he asked Guru Arjan's permission to take it to Lahore, where they were going to bind it in a hardcover. And he passed through his native village on the way. But it turns out that on his travels, he had added writings, poetry from a Bhagat by the name of Surdas and someone by the name of Mirapahi. And when Guru Arjan saw these unauthorized editions, he crossed them out and declared that version as unauthentic because they didn't belong. This beer, this collection of Bani, this poti is still in existence in the village Kara. Okay, it's called by Bano ki beer is what it's referred to. So there's an unauthorized copy out there. The original copy is now called the Kartarpuri beer. And it was originally in Amritsar and then got moved to Kartarpur when Guru Hargobind moved there. And then it stayed with the family of Tirmal, the great-grandson of Guru Hargobind. And so his descendants retained it, and then it became lost, and then it became found again. So I'm not going to go into the details of the Kartarpuri beer right now, but the original Adi Granth that was written by Gurdas as dictated by Guru Arjan is still in existence today. Okay, so imagine 1604 is when it was put into Harmandir Sahib, right? So think about that, how many hundreds of years old it is, right? And that's still in existence. Our Guru's own words with the writing of by Gurdas. So before we finish, I just wanted to say one thing that, these days, and I didn't include this as a slide, but these days we're printing a lot of the Guru Granth Sahibs that are out there, right? So Guru Granth Sahib is now allowed to be printed on a printing press, which many people disagree with. That shouldn't be done, in that it's a printing press that doesn't offer the same respect to the Bani that it's being printed on. And they've even allowed it to now be printed outside of India. It used to only be allowed at Gurdwara Ramsar, okay, where Guru Sahib actually sat and dictated the Bani to Bhai Gurdas. But now it's allowed at other places outside of India. But some people feel that it only should be handwritten. Each collection of Bani should only be handwritten and not be used as printing. So, there's some additional twists and turns, and we'll talk about the full Guru Granth Sahib later, but I wanted to give you guys a sense in terms of what the Adi Granth was about and how it got compiled. Okay, so with that, I'll say Fateh, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh, and I'm going to stop this screen share momentarily, and I'm going to unmute Akashdeep Singh, and Akashdeep Singh, as soon as I get my Kirtan Sohila up, then you can go ahead and start, okay?
All right.
Okay.
सोहिला राव गौरी दीप की महला पहला एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद जय कर कीरत आखिए करते का हुई विचारो तित कर गावो सोहिला सिवरयो सिरजनहारो तुम गावो मेरे निर्भव का सोहिला औ वारी जित सोहिले सदा सुख होए रहाओ नित नित जेड़े संभालियन देखेगा देवनहार तेरे दाने कीमत ना पवे इस दाते कवन समार संबत साहा लिखिया मिलकर पावो तेल देहो सजन आसीसरिया जो होवे साहिब स्यो मेल कर कर एहो पहुँचा सदरे नित पवन सदनहारा सिमरिय नानक से दे आवन राग आसा महला पहला छे कर छे गुर छे उपदेश गुर गुर एको वेश अनेक बाबा जय कर करते कीरत होए सो कर राख वडाई तोय रहाओ विसोए चसिया करिया पैरे तीवारी माँ हुआ सूरज एको रत अनेक नानक करते के केते वेश राग तनाश्री महला पहला गगन में थाल रवचंद दीपक बने तारिका मंडल जनक मोती धूप मलान लो पवन चवरो करे सगल बन राय फुलंत ज्योति कैसी आरती होए पवखंडना तेरी आरती अनहत्ता शब्द व जंत पेरी रहा सहस तब नैन नन नैन है तोहे को सहस मूर्त नना एक तो ही सहस पद बिमल नन एक पद गंध बिन सहस तब गंध इब चलत मोही सब में जोत जोत है सोय तिस गए चानन सब में चानन होए गुर साखी जोत प्रगट होए जो तिस भावे सो आरती होए हर चरण कवल मकरंद बित मन अंदन होए मोहे आहे प्यासा कृपा जल दे नानक सारंग को होए जाते तेरे नाए वासा राव गौरीपुर भी महला चौथा काम क्रोध नगर पो परया मिल साधु खंडल खंडा है पूरब लिखित लेखे गुर पाया मन हर लिव मंडल मंडा है कर साधु अंजलि पुन वड्डा है कर दंडौत पुन वड्डा है रहा साखत हर रस साध न जानिया तिन अंतर हों मैं कंडा है जियो जियो चले चुबह दुख पावे जम कास है सिर डंडा है हर जन हर हर नाम समाने लोग जन्म मरम पव खंडा है अविनाशी पुरख पया परमेश्वर बहु सो खंड ब्रह्मंडा है हम गरीब मस्कीन प्रभ तेरे हर राख राख वड वड्डा है जन नानक नाम आधार टेक है हर नामे ही सुख मंडा है राव गौरीपुर भी महला पंजवा करो बिनंती सुनो मेरे मीता संत टहल की बेला इहा खाट चलो हर लाहा आगे बसन सुहेला औद कटे दिन असरह नारे मन गुर मिल काज सवारे रहाओ ए संसार विकार संशय में तरियो ब्रह्म ज्ञानी तिसे जगाए पियावे ए रस अकथ कथा तिन जानी जाको आए सोई बिहाजो हर गुरते मन ए बसेरा निज कर महल पवा सुख सहजे बोर न होए को फेरा अंतर्जामी पुरख बिदाते सरदा मन की पूरे नानक दास यह सुख मांगे मोको कर संतन की तूरे अंतर्जामी पुरख बिदाते सरदा मन की पूरे नानक दास यह सुख मांगे मोको कर संतन की तूरे वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह
बिलावल महला पंजवा ताती वाव न लग गई पार ब्रह्म शरणाई जो गिरद हमारे राम कार दुख लगे ना पाई सतगुरु पूरा भेटिया जिन बनत बनाई राम नाम औखद दिया एका लिवलाई रहाओ राख लिए तिन रखन हार सब ब्याद मिटाई कहो नानक कृपा भई प्रभ भय सहाई राख लिए तिन रखन हार सब ब्याद मिटाई कहो नानक कृपा भई प्रभ भय सहाई भैरो महला पंजवा उठत सुखिया बैठत सुखिया भव नहीं लागा जा ऐसे बुझिया राखा एक हमारा स्वामी सगल कटा का अंतर जामी रहाओ सोए अचिंता जाग अचिंता जहां कहाँ प्रभ तू वर्तनता घर सुख वसया बाहर सुख पाया कहो नानक गुर मंत्र जड़ाया घर सुख वसया बाहर सुख पाया कहो नानक गुर मंत्र जड़ाया. So this is a message again at nighttime that we should all be connecting to, that we want to sleep without worry and we want to wake without worry. And the only way we'll do that is if we recognize and connect to Vaheguru and realize that Vaheguru is everywhere and that everything that happens is because of Vaheguru's hukam, right? So when things happen because of Vaheguru's hukam and you're surrendering to Vaheguru's hukam and you're ready to accept Vaheguru's hukam, then you don't worry about things. And that you become at peace both inside and out because we have the Guru Mantra that's been planted within us. And that's what we were referring to earlier, that Simran, that non-Simran that we all have to do, that we should be doing regularly. And what I'd love the kids to do is to make sure they all do it before they go to bed, is the way that we will allow that seed inside us to grow and to flower, okay, into the light of Vaheguru that we can then recognize and connect to. So with that, I'll end and let you guys say good night. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. And unmuting everyone.
Bye.
All right. Good night, guys. Bye, guys.
Good night, Pritam. Good
Bye.
Good night, Sid. Bye, guys. Good night, guys. Good night. Okay, bye. Good night, guys. Bye, Vijay. Good night. Good night, Janan. Good night, Karan. Good night, Arsheen. Bye, guys. Ending.